Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Kung anong oras naman ito napapanood. Hello, hello. So, nasa lesson 3 na tayo. So, ano nga ba yung pag-aaralan natin sa lesson 3? Is about traffic laws, rules, and regulation and other related laws. So, lesson 3.1, meron tayong traffic laws, rules, and regulation. The standard of regulating movement on roads, street, and highways are found in traffic laws, rules, and regulation. So, yung mga patakaran na nilalagak ng mga government or ng mga municipalities natin or yung mga batas na nilalabas nila ay mapag-aaralan natin dito sa mga traffic rules. So, in the Philippines, the mass of traffic laws, rules, and regulation have their source in laws, presidential decrees. So, ang ibig sabihin lang naman nito, sa Pilipinas daw, meron tayong iba't ibang pinagmulan ng mga batas natin. From PD to executive order hanggang naging special laws na siya. And meron din tayong mga memorandum na nagmumula sa mga munisipyo or cities. And A, sources. The following are the basis of the traffic rules and regulation and prohibition in the country. So, meron tayong iba't ibang Republic Act na pag-aaralan. So, una dito ang Republic Act 4136. Ito ay enacted noong June 20, 1946. So, ano nga ba ang Republic Act 4136? Ito ay enacted on June 20, 1964. It is the Land Transportation and Traffic Code of the Philippines. It governs the registration of motor vehicle, licensing of drivers, conductors, and traffic rules, and the primary object of promoting road safety and efficiency. This law creates what is now LTO or the Land Transportation Office. So, ang batas na ito pala ay nangangahulugang LTO. Ibig sabihin, si LTO, dyan tayo nagpaparehistro ng mga sasakyan. Kumukuha ng mga student license and kumukuha tayo ng mga pro and non-pro, license. Minsan natin yung nagpapatupad ng mga batas na minsan sila ay nasa highway or sa mga daan na pag meron silang nakitang violation mo, ay puhuliin ka or i-impound yung motor mo. Registration and licensing requires mandatory registration of all motor vehicle and licensing of driver. So, lahat daw. So, dapat kapag nakarehistro ang motor, meron ding lisensya yung driver. And vehicle classification. Define types of vehicle including passenger, automobile, truck, and motorcycle. Traffic rules. Establish speed limit, overtaking rules, right of way, and restriction of usage. Speed limits set specific speed limit on open country roads, city, and crowded areas. Weight capacity, limit load to registered capacity to prevent road damage. And license plates dictates that license plates are permanently assigned to a vehicle during its lifetime. So, what's next? Dito tayo sa Republic Act 6539. Also known as Anti-Carnapping Act of 1972, the act preventing and penalizing carnapping. So sabi dito, penalize the theft of the motor vehicle in the Philippines. It defines carnapping as taking another motor vehicle with intent to gain, using force or intimidation. So ito yung ginagamitan mo daw ng force. What kind of force? Sinisira mo yung pintuan or bintana para makarnap mo yung isang sakyan. Or intimidation, tinatakot mo yung driver or pati yung mga sakay niya na bumaba or papatayin mo sila kung hindi nila ibibigay yung sasakyan. Penalties range from 14 to 30 years imprisonment to life imprisonment if the owner is killed. So next, Republic Act 8749. So ang Republic Act 8749 is also known as Clean Air Act, which regulate emission of toxic gases of both gasoline and diesel engine, and bans the use of leaded gas for gasoline engine. So, hindi ko na-screenshot. So again, Republic Act 8749 is also known as Clean Air Act or the Philippine Clean Air Act of 1999. It's a comprehensive law enacted to protect, maintain, and improve the country air quality. It enforces air quality standard for mobile, stationary sources, prohibited open burning, and promotes sustainable pollution prevention strategies. So, pinoprotektahan natin yung ating inang kalikasan. Kaya meron tayong ganitong batasan na yung mga sasakyan na mauusok, mga tambutsyo, di ba? Tapos, bawal magsunog ng mga plastic. Pwede namang i-recycle. Sabi dito, to balance economic development with environmental protection by managing air quality through comprehensive national program. And next tayo, Republic Act 8750. 8750. Ang 8750 naman, or also known as Seatbelt Use Act of 1999, mandates the compulsory wearing of seatbelts for drivers and front seat passenger in both private and public motor vehicle. It requires manufacturer to install seatbelt and seat penalties for violation to enhance road safety and minimize accident injury. So, kahit ito ay pampublikong sasakyan, nire-require pa rin tayong mag-seatbelt. Kahit na hindi sa atin yung, for example, sasakay ka ng mga taxi or van, punta kang Baguio. Sa Baguio, required talaga na mag-seatbelt kasi ang mga tao doon is takot sa mga enforcer. Hindi gaya dito na sinabi mag-helmet ka, pag alas 6, nakikita mo hindi na sila nag-helmet, or nakikita mo sila dyan sa daan, pag nagkalagpas na sa bayan, tatanggalin na yung mga helmet nila, di ba? Parang hindi magandang tignan, lalo kapag cream ka. Tama, di ba? Samantalang sa Baguio, papagalitan ka pa nung taxi driver na, bakit di mo sinusuot yung seatbelt mo? Dapat pagkasakay mo, sinusuot mo na, gano'n. Kasi minsan, natry ko din yun eh. Hindi naman ako aware. Wala namang taxi sa Pangasinan, di ba? Yun. Kaya, and also, bakit kailangan yung mga nasa harap is mag-seatbelt? Kasi once na nagkaroon ng collision or collide ng dalawang sasakyan or babanggaman sila, is hindi sila titilapon pag sila ay na-disgrasya. Kasi once na tumilapon ka, magkakaroon ng severe or serious injury sa iyong pangangatawan. Kaya ang ating mga batas is dapat sinusunod natin kasi pinoprotektahan lang naman tayo ng mga batas na to. And next tayo, Republic Act 7924. Republic Act 7924. So itong Republic Act 7924 is enacted noong March 1, 1995. Enacted the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority or yung tinatawag nating MMDA sa Manila. From the word Metropolitan Manila, di ba? Sila ay nasa Manila. Sila yung mga traffic enforcer doon sa Manila. It defines Metro Manila as special development and administrative region mandating the MMDA to plan, monitor, coordinate, and regulate metro-wide service such as transportation, traffic, waste management, flood control, and public safety without infringing on local autonomy. So sila yung nakikita natin sa Manila na nag-enforce ng mga traffic rules. So once na jaywalking, titikitan ka or puhuliin ka nila. Or lumiko ka sa one way, titikitan ka nila or puhuliin ka nila, hanapan ka nila ng essential, di ba? Key service. Transportation and traffic management, cover traffic enforcement, engineering, and education, including the single ticketing system. Solid waste disposal and management, cover sanitary landfill and waste reduction program, flood control and sewerage management, urban planning and zoning, etc. So next tayo, Republic Act 8794. Ito naman, ay enacted noong June 27, 2000. Ang Republic Act 8794 is enacted noong June 27, 2000. Is a motor vehicle usage charge. The laws in the Philippines which imposes fee on all types of motor vehicle to fund road maintenance, drainage improvement, traffic lights, and pollution. The collected funds are deposited into 4 special trust account in the National Treasury para sa Special Road Support Fund, Special Local Road Support Fund, a Special Road Safety Fund, and Special Vehicle Pollution Control Fund. Applicability, cover motor vehicle, passenger car, utility vehicle, buses, truck, and trailer. Overloading ay bibigyan ng penalty. Truck and trailer loaded beyond their gross vehicle weight are fined 25% of motor vehicle usage charge. Next tayo, Republic Act 154. Ibig sabihin, 10054. An act mandating all motorcycle rider to wear standard protective motorcycle helmet while driving and providing penalties thereof. So lahat daw ng merong motorcycle ay dapat merong helmet or nagsusuot sila ng helmet. Kasi kung hindi, bibigyan sila ng penalty. So para saan nga ba ang helmet? Ito ay protection para sa inyong mga ulo. Kasi once na kayo ay nadisgrasya, nabangga or nabunggo, ay ang ulo nyo ang unang madadamage. Kasi once na parang kayong binalibag, ganun yung mararamdaman ng inyong ulo kaya kapag wala kayong helmet, mababasag yung ulo nyo or magkakaroon ng fracture. So next tayo, 10, 5, 8, 6. 10, 5, 8, 6, 8. Ito naman ay Anti-Drunk and Drug Driving Act of 2013. Penalize motorists in the Philippines for operating motor vehicle while under the influence of alcohol, dangerous drugs, and other intoxicating substances. It mandates sobriety tests and set blood alcohol concentration or BAC limit with violators facing fines, license revocation, and imprisonment. So, ito yung bawal kang mag-drive na sa under of influence of alak. Kasi mostly ng mga nadidisgrasya sa panahon ngayon ay nakainom. Parang yung set na sa ata yun. Sinasabi nila na kainom daw and mabilis yung patakbo. Di ba namatay? So, kaya kayo, huwag kayong uminom ng huwag kayong uminom. Huwag kayong mag-drive ng nakainom. Kasi meron din yung mga nagpapatrol. Tapos, once na napansin nila na pag-ewang-gewang ka or hindi ka na sa ayos na pag-iisip, is huhuliin ka. Or bibigyan ka ng penalty. Or mas masakit is tatanggalan ka ng lisensya. And next tayo, Republic Act 10. Next tayo is Republic Act 10666 or 666, Children Safety on Motorcycle Act of 2015. Prohibit driving two-wheels motor vehicle with a child on boarding on public roads, especially high-speed or high-traffic areas, unless the child can safely reach the foot peg, wrap their arm around the rider waist, and wear a helmet. So, child passenger required. The child must be able to comfortably reach the standard foot peg, secure gas, and driving ways where proper safe. And yun. So, ang sabi lang naman dito, kung kayo ay magsasakay ng bata, dapat abot niya yung footrest. Alam niyo yung footrest, yung pag nakasakay ka sa likod, yung apakan doon, yun, dapat abot niya. And also, dapat kaya niyang yumakap sa'yo, sa waist mo, kaya niyang yumakap. And dapat meron siyang helmet. Parang mga bata naman dito sa cars, di ko napapansin eh. Yun, magsuot ng helmet, abot ng batang tungtungan, kayang yumakap, yun lang naman. Next tayo, Republic Act 10913. 10913. Where is it? Ito. 10913 or Anti-Distracted Driving Act. Prohibited motorists using mobile phone devices, electronic for calls, text, or browsing while driving on public thoroughfares, including when stopped at traffic light. Violation incurs 5,000 to 20,000 as possible license suspension. So ito yung from the word distracted. Dapat hindi na di-distract yung driver, hindi sila nagse-cellphone during driving or while driving. Kasi maaring sa isang higlap is mawala ka or madisgrasya ka. Kaya kayo, and also bawal din ng pag-headphone, earphone, katawagan. Dapat, kung meron man tayong katawagan or meron kang iti-text, huminto muna kayo sa gilid to reply them and also to update them na ikaw ay nasa daan at nagda-drive. And next is 10916. 10916 naman. So, yung 10916 or the Road Speed Limiter Act of 2016 mandate the installation of speed limiter devices on public utility vehicle, truck, buses, and in some cases cargos, trailer, etc., etc. To promote road safety by requiring speed limit on specific vehicle, reducing accident caused by overspeeding. Kasi nga, minsan, under influence ng alak, hindi mo na namamalayan na napapabilis na pala ang pag-drive mo ng motor vehicle. And meron yung mga pasaway na pag sila ay nasa main road, masyado na silang mabilis magpatakbo ng mga sasakyan. Ano yun? Next tayo, Republic Act 10930. Enacted noong 2017, amended the Land Transportation and Traffic Code to extend the validity of driver's license in the Philippines from 3 to 5 years within a potential 10 years validity of license holder with no traffic violation. The law strengthened licensing by introducing stricter requirements in the merit point system and penalty for fraudulent application. So yung dating 5 years or 3 years na lisensya is magiging 3 years ay 10 years na once na ito ay ni-renew mo nang wala kang mga traffic violation. Siyempre, kung meron kang traffic violation, balik pa yun sa dati. Na ganun pa din dati. 5 years lang. Hindi gaya ng iba na wala silang mga traffic violation is 10 years. Next tayo. So that's all. Yun yung mga batas or Republic Act na ating mapag-aaralan. So next naman tayo sa PD or Presidential Decree. Okay, next tayo sa mga PDs or Presidential Decrees. Una dyan ang Republic Act 96. So sinasabi lang dito sa Republic Act 96, pinagbabawal ang paggamit ng siren, bells, horn, etc. Bakit? Kasi nga, minsan pag may mga natutulog, nabibigla na lang sila or nagugulat na lang sila, they startle na bakit merong ganong ingay or pag natulog sila, na lang sila na bigla na lang silang magigising dahil sa ingay ng mga busina, siren, and also sa mga simbahan, minsan hindi marunong rumispeto yung mga motorist. Alam nilang merong misa, busina pa sila ng busina, so nadi-distract yung mga tao. And ito ay enacted noong January 13, 1973 ni President Ferdinand Marcos. And paggamit ng mga blinkers or doom light on motor vehicle to reduce traffic chaos and enhance road safety. Violator face confiscation of devices, fines, or imprisonment. Exception, yung mga AFP, NBI, LTO, PNP, BGMP, hospital and fire department are especially intended for the use of emergency, hindi yung trip-trip laang. Okay? Next tayo, PD 101 or expediting the method in prescribing, defining, or modifying the lands and modes of operation of public utility motor vehicle in the Manila. And next, PD 207, declaring as a part of laws of the Philippines the Vienna Convention on Road Traffic Sign and Signals, signed on June 6, 1973 by Ferdinand Marcos. And next, so ano nga ba yung objection ng PD 207? To modernize Philippine traffic rules by aligning them with international standard and enhancing road safety and accommodating the increasing number of foreign vehicles on the road. Implementation, the Commissioner of Land Transportation was taken by enacting the regulations to implement this convention. Significant, it served as the legal basis for the current road sign, symbol, and marking system used in the Philippines. Next, PD 612, enacted on December 18, 1974. Is the original insurance code of the Philippines, which codified and update insurance laws to regulate the industries. It governs contract of insurance, insuring interest, and licensing of agent, aim at strength the sector of protecting policyholder. And definition of insurance: a contract of insurance is defined as an agreement to indemnify another against loss, damage, or liability from an unknown event. Insured individuality: it allows minor age 18 or older to contract for life, health, or accident insurance. And next tayo yung PD 1686, imposing a tax on every motor vehicle equipped with air condition. Next, PD 1181, providing the abatement of air pollution from motor vehicles and other purposes. And next, PD 1605, granting the Metropolitan Commission certain power related to traffic management and control in Metropolitan Manila, providing penalties and other purposes. And PD 98, regulating the issuance of license of all motor vehicles. And next, PD 1729, authorizing the Bureau of Land Transportation ng yun ay LTO to impose the impound motor vehicle unclaimed by owner for a certain period. So, saan ba yun? PD 1729. So, sabi dito, sa PD 1729, issued noong October 7, 1980, authorized the Bureau of Land Transportation to dispose of impound motor vehicle abandonment for over 6 months. It mandate public auction for unclaimed vehicles after written notice to the owner who have 15 days to pay fees and reclaim their properties. Anong purpose nito? To declutter LTO impounding areas, reduce maintenance costs, and dispose abandonment, unclaimed or impound motor vehicle. Procedure: owner must receive written notice. They have 15 days from receipt of notice to redeem their vehicles, paying all fine, penalties, and storage fees. And next, PD 1730, declaring the syndicate printing, manufacture, distribution, possession, or use of fake official LTO form, documents, plates, and sticker as offense involving sabotage.